I am once again at Busch Gardens in Williamsburg for the 2026 Food and Wine Festival. It's a beautiful day. It's sunny, a little breezy. It's a little hot, but it is nice when the breeze comes, and I'd rather have this than cold and rain for sure. Anyway, I'm going to go inside and hit a few of the booths I haven't hit before, try a few of the samples that I haven't tried, maybe get some of the ones that I have tried and I like, and who knows, might ride a few rides, but I'm just going to play it by ear. So join me, won't you, as I enjoy the day here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. They have these fans and cooling misters out. It's a good sales technique to have this right out here because it is a hot day today. As I mentioned, it is very hot out here today, so I had to go back to my car and get this cooling rack. I'm glad that I remembered to bring it. So the first booth we're going to stop at is the Poland booth. We haven't tried this one yet. Now, I've had kielbasa, I've had pierogies before, but I've never had, I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but I've never had the Zapanka. It's an open-faced mushroom sandwich with Swiss cheese and garlic butter. But it sounds good. Let's give it a try. Now, I'm not trying to be nitpicky or anything, but it said open-faced sandwich. To me, a sandwich implies that you have more than one piece of bread. A sandwich, it's either a closed sandwich with both pieces together or an open-faced sandwich with the two pieces open. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Now, I'm not saying this looks good, but the portion is a little small. I used my free sample that I got with my membership today, but I think if I had to spend $8 for this, I might be disappointed. But who knows? Maybe it tastes really, really good, and the $8 would be worth it. Let's find out. It is warm, so I mean, that is good. It's a hot day, so I think it'd be very difficult for things not to be warm. I think if you just left them out in the sun, they'd stay warm. At any rate, this is what it looks like there. It smells very garlicky, so I mean, it smells good. Let's give it a try. Yeah, it's French bread with mushrooms, cheese, and garlic butter. It tastes probably exactly like you're imagining it tastes, and maybe not quite as good. Now, I'm not trying to slang it. It's just, had I spent $8 for this, I don't think that I would be very pleased with it. But, I mean, that's not its fault. It is what it is. But it's no more special than what its ingredients imply. There's no magical blending of flavors that makes it taste any different than your mind would imagine it tastes. Now, that said, I'm going to eat it. It is good. I'm just glad I didn't spend $8 for it. As a side note, these metal black table and chairs that are sitting out in the sun get very hot. So keep that in mind if you're wearing shorts or you have your arms wanting to rest on the table. Currently in line for Invadr. This is typically a walk-on, basically, but this line isn't too long. And we're underneath some shade and some fans, so we should be on in no time. And it is a fun ride, so it's worth a little bit of a wait. Well, it's not been too bad. We're almost to the front here, and it's only been about 10 minutes, so even waiting for the front car, it's not going to be a very long wait. All right, there goes the last train before I get on. I'll be on next. The reason it was so slow in line is because they're only running one train today. Invadr's always a lot of fun, and that was a longer wait than I would normally wait for it, but I don't think I've ridden it for a year or so, so it was worth the wait. It was a lot of fun, and let's move on and try some more food, maybe get on another ride. The clouds are rolling in and the wind is kicking up. It's getting a little cooler, like a storm is approaching, but according to the weather, there doesn't seem to be any rain until this evening. Once again at the Puerto Rico booth. I came to this booth the last time I was here and had the ropa vieja. It was really good, but I'm really interested in trying the Mofongo casserole. As I mentioned before, I've had Mofongo before in Puerto Rico, and it was really good. So I'm curious to see how it tastes here, and I'm gonna get some. Here's the Mofongo casserole with the chicharrones, or the pork rinds on top. Now already I'm a little, I don't know if confused is the word, but I don't remember a Mofongo being brown. At least the Mofongo I had wasn't brown. And this looks like it's a little pulled away. So I'm wondering if that means it's overdone. I hope that's not what it means. Hopefully that's just the seasoning, but let's find out. Okay, that wasn't the easiest to cut, but I don't know. It looks like it's that color all the way through. So maybe it's not burnt, but let's give it a try. Got a little pork rind there. Let's try it with the pork rind, and here's hoping.
So unfortunately, this was not what I expected. In fact, it wasn't good at all. And you can see I'm chewing and chewing. It wasn't that chewy. I just kept trying to see if maybe I could get some decent flavor out of it somehow. I even took another bite here to see if maybe my first impression might have been wrong. And it still, like I said, was difficult to cut, so that was hard to get. But my first impression was right. It wasn't good. Not only wasn't it like Mofongo, it just wasn't like anything good, unfortunately.
Well, I brought it up there and showed them, and they said that all of them are like that. There are none that are technically fresher. They don't make them there. They just get them delivered from, I guess, the kitchens in the center of the park or wherever. But that just wasn't good. Not just because it wasn't seasoned right, but it just wasn't prepared correctly. It was overcooked. It sat too long, and I don't feel that was a good use of a punch card. I wasn't ugly about it. I didn't give anybody a hard time. I just said, do you have any other? And they said they're all the same, but they gave me a ropa vieja, and they even asked if I would like extra beef on it. So kudos to Busch Gardens and your exemplary employees at the Puerto Rico booth. This is much, much better. Very juicy, very tender. Just the flavor of this is incredible. Just when you come here, skip the Mofongo, just get the ropa vieja. It's the best thing at this booth, and quite possibly the best thing in the festival. Well, that was disappointing and good at the same time. I mean, the Mofongo, it was a disappointment, not just because it was pulled away from the sides and kind of dried out. It just was not what I remember Mofongo to be. And I know that even in Puerto Rico, I'm sure that Mofongo is different depending on where you go. But the recovery and offering of the ropa vieja, that was a nice touch, and it was good. I mean, I would have liked to try something new and enjoyed it, but I did enjoy that again. So let's see what else we can find. Since we're back this way, I'm gonna try to get on the Big Bad Wolf. It was closed the past couple times I've been here for maintenance, and then one was weather related, I think. Anyway, it appears to be open now, but that could change. Like I said, the wind is kicking up, so I don't know if that will affect it or not, but let's get in line and see. The wind is really kicking up now, and it's getting cooler, but I don't see any rain clouds. I don't feel any rain, but I think it's a precursor of a storm that's coming. Like I said, the weather doesn't show any storm activity until about 8 o'clock tonight. Unlike the wait for Invadr, the wait for the Big Bad Wolf is only 5 minutes. That's such a fun ride. I mean, I know that it's not like the most thrilling ride. It's meant to be, it's a family coaster, an introductory coaster, but it's just a lot of fun. There's no loops, there's no corkscrews. The drop's not that big. It really doesn't go that fast. I think it's maybe 35 miles an hour.
but it feels faster because of the corners and the quick turns. It's just a lot of fun. If you haven't ridden it, I highly recommend it. Even if you're a avid coaster enthusiast who's ridden the tallest and fastest coasters, and if you've never ridden a coaster before, I think it's a perfect introductory coaster. I am feeling a few drops now. Again, the weather's not showing that rain is here, but sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it doesn't really look like it's going to rain, and it may not fully rain, just a few scattered drops here and there. But the sky is overcast and the temperature has dropped precipitously with no precipitation. The new theming for Verbolten is coming along. It's now called Verbolten Forbidden Turn. They've repainted the vehicle here and added some limbs to it. Actually, I don't know if it's the same vehicle or if it's a different vehicle, but it now says Frau Hexel's Magical Motor Tour. And you can see over the scrim here, more of the signage that says Frau Hexel's Magical Motor Tour. I'm guessing the rest of that sign says. Over the scrims in the station, you can also see video screens that they've installed that look like windows. And sometimes the blinds open and you see other things. Let me see. Maybe if we wait long enough, one of them will open up. Well, earlier today, this would have been a very refreshing ride, but right now, with the temperature dropping and it getting kind of wet, maybe not so much. Come back around to Ireland, to the Africa booth. I had the koshui last year. It's the rice, pasta, lentils, chickpeas, crispy onions, and zesty tomato sauce. Very good. And I would get that again, but I want to try the peri chicken with the chili garlic rub and the coconut rice. That sounds good. And I think that's what's pictured there. They didn't have a sauce. I asked what kind of sauce, if they had a sauce, and he gave me some of this sauce. I think that's the tomato sauce that goes with the koshery, which is good. I don't know if it will go with this, but we'll give it a try. I'm going to try it first without the sauce just to get the taste of what it's supposed to taste like. I'll try it with the sauce, see if it improves it any. Yeah, that's good. Very tender, good seasoning. Now I'm going to try some with the sauce on there. Let's see if that sauce doesn't liven it up. Different. Not bad, but I don't know that it makes it better. And then lastly, some of the coconut rice. Yeah, it's a bit dry. It's been sitting for a little bit. It's kind of crunchy, but it's not bad. I mean, it tastes all right. Again, the right sauce would have really made this. Overall, this is not a bad dish. I would recommend it. The rice could be a little moister, probably. And if they had like a curry sauce, I think that would really, really make this sing. That was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't disappointing like the Mofongo, but it wasn't. I hate to sound like I'm complaining. It sounds like I'm nitpicking everything. When honestly, the only thing that I really liked today that I had no complaints about whatsoever was the ropa vieja, which I already had. And so I think what I was hoping, not necessarily to find something that was better than that, or maybe not even as good, but something also good, if that makes sense. Because having been here many years before, I'm used to the quality of food here that is, it's not quite on par with Disney Food and Wine. I will say that, it's not. Some things are, but not as a general rule, but it's been better in the past. So I guess that's where my disappointment is coming from, that it's not as good as I remember. But I haven't tried everything yet, so maybe I just hit a bad string of things today. Okay, again, not a new thing, but I'm going to end today's visit with something that I know that I like, just so I can cap off any disappointment. Because if this turns out to be not like I remember, then we can just write this whole day off. But if we can redeem this day, as far as the food and wine tastings go, I'm going to go with the Never Fail Apple Crisp.
All right, now this I know that I like. I have had this many times, and this is fantastic. As a bonus, they even had to heat it up for me because they didn't have any heat. So this is more fresh than anything I think I've gotten today. And I asked for extra bacon jam. That bacon jam, it really does make everything come together. So I'm excited to dig into this.
Here we go. It was at this point that I realized something was very wrong. This was not heated. It was stone cold. It did not taste right at all. So again, not very good.
And just like that, the weather has changed drastically. It is overcast. It is windy. It is downright chilly. So the rain is definitely coming in. I'm headed out. And it was not, I don't want to say it was a disappointing day, but it wasn't a day that I had anticipated going in. We rode a couple rides. It was fun. I was glad I got to ride the Big Bad Wolf and Invadr. But the items that we tried were a little disappointing all the way around, except for the Ropa Vieja. That was very good. And the Peri Peri chicken was good. I was just hoping for better. All in all, I just think that I'm going to have to write this day off. We're going to have to come back again and start fresh. So this was just not the best time at the Busch Gardens Food and Wine, but it won't be the last time. And hopefully, we've still got punches left. So hopefully we can redeem those and get some items that are better. Anyway, that's all I've got for now. Thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you next time. Precipitation. I've never realized that those words are related. Odd.